So, George, I can't believe we are actually here, man. Wealth No Joke is alive and well.
I am excited as hell because, we're talking about this, we've kind of been doing it, and it's time to do it.
We literally have been talking about this for the last year, and our biggest fear was actually not doing it or not taking action, and then somebody else doing it, and our friendship just huge.
That's right.
So, again, how did we get here?
I don't know, I guess,
Or should I tell my story?
Why don't you tell your story?
Okay, so I'm going to tell my story of how wealth building, no joke, came to be. I met George through necessity, actually, and needing to get my mortgage done. And when you saw what we were working with, which I thought wasn't much, you were like, hey, you can turn this into actual wealth. And I thought you were crazy. And you showed me and the wife and the family how. And now I am a proud owner of 2 extra rental properties that I never in a million years thought I would be able to do.
Yeah, throughout my whole career, John Paul, actually, let me go back up. The first time John Paul walked into my office, the first thing I said, holy shit, I've seen you at Yuck Yucks. It was the funniest thing. And we got talking, and you're right, John Paul started sitting down with me, and I started going through his financial situation. And like most people are underutilizing their capital.
Yeah.
People don't know what options are. And I remember John Paul and his wife were in my office, and I started going through their portfolio and understanding what they could be doing. And I said, you guys are totally ripping yourself off. I said, you know what, you guys shouldn't just settle. And the reason why you guys are settling, because everybody told you should be settling. You're a comedian.
And we didn't know. We really didn't know.
That's right. Anyways, we went through the process, and now I'm proud, just like many of my clients, that John Paul's now a landlord with rental properties and, making money without even working. And that's key.
And the funny thing is, this is what we wanted to share. And what I appreciate most about you is that you are unselfish with information and education, and you just want everyone else to be able to do the exact same thing that you've been showing people forever. And we came up with this idea of getting that information across without it being boring.
Yeah.
It sounds lame, but you use the term financial literacy, and then I got all lame, and I was like, I don't want to call it financial literacy. Let's call it financial literacy. So we're gonna make it fun for people.
And so we started thinking about how do we launch this company, because everybody loved it. Right? We tried to come up with a name.
Yeah. And
the first thing I always say to John Paul is, when I go up to a young person, I say to them, you should be buying a house. And they look at me and they go, big chance of that happening. And what I've really found throughout my whole career is that, most people, I would say 95% of the first-time home buyers that actually step foot in my office, 95% of them don't have the knowledge to just do it right away. Not even the knowledge. They don't have the capability.
Yeah.
A lot of them today have good incomes, but they have no down payment. So they're all missing down payment. I said, why don't you go speak to your parents? Maybe they'll help you. My parents won't help me. And the reason why they won't help you, because you walk up to them and ask them for $100,000, they're going to say no. But Dad, I met this guy, and he showed me that it's actually possible. So I've done a lot of work, and I want to present to you what I'm thinking. And then parents lend it to them. So again, you're not educated, you can't get the money from your parents.
And that's the plan. It's all part of the plan, and you present a plan for people to follow. And it's funny that you mentioned the parents thing, because I remember being in a grocery store and walking behind 2, I guess they would have been millennials, and they were literally talking about not being. He's like, oh, I'll never be able to afford a house, and their retirement plan or their home buying plan was waiting for their parents to die, and then basically take over what they think is owed or the inheritance of. And you were like, hey, you don't have to wait for your folks to die, man. You can do this now, which is great.
So I guess at the core of why, I was talking to John Paul, and I said, the stats are there. I see it. I really believe 90% of Canadians, forget about Canadians, 90% of people are financially illiterate. 90% of the people trust their financial decisions to convenience. And the other part is 90% of people use the media to base that's the basis for their financial decisions. And the other thing I always tell people is that if everybody was right and followed the market, everybody would be a millionaire. But the reality is, only 10% of the people who go contrarian to the market actually make money. But the reason they don't want to do it, even though it's as simple as that, is because they don't have the guts. But the reason why they don't have the guts is because they don't have knowledge. And the minute I started arming people with knowledge, it's amazing. All of a sudden, it became a reality. So I knew that I worry a lot about young kids. Today, young kids, I believe, they're very well educated, they're making a lot of money, but they all believe that there's no way I can buy a house.
Yeah.
No way I can buy a house. And that was wrong. So, but through education, because we've done quite a few seminars.
Yeah.
Right? Our last seminar, we did 100 millennials in one room.
Yeah.
And I remember most millennials, when they get bored, start pulling out their phones.
They pull out the phone?
How many people pulled out their phones?
Not me. That was just
nobody.
Because I wanted to take a picture of millennials actually not on their phone.
Yeah, it was amazing.
No one actually would be like.
And after that seminar, of 100 people, about 12 bought homes. Like, it was crazy. And the others are still building the ability to build homes, but it gave them hope.
But that's what our plan is. We introduce the information, we give them some comedy, we lighten everybody up, and we keep it short. We're not selling you anything. We just want to provide you with that information, and we just want to plant that seed and plant the seed of hope that you can. This is literally possible to do. So that's the beauty and the essence of what Wealth No Joke is. It's wealth. It's no joke, man.
No joke.
So
what's the tagline?
Laugh, learn, and earn. Plain and simple.